Close your eyes and imagine this. One voice standing tall against the tides of history. One dream, powerful enough to inspire generations. One speech, so timeless it echoes across the decades. On August 28, 1963, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. shared not just his words, but a vision, a dream so profound it ignited a movement and set the course for a brighter future. His "I Have a Dream" speech was more than a call for justice. It was a declaration of hope, a challenge to us all, and a reminder of the promise that lies within every person. The promise of equality, of freedom, and of a world where all are judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. But this dream is not just his. This dream belongs to all of us. Today, we take a deeper look at the speech that transformed a nation. A speech that still calls out to us, urging us to create a future worthy of that dream. It was a summer day in Washington, D.C. The year was 1963, and the air was thick with anticipation. Thousands had gathered for the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, a movement fueled by the desire for change and equality. But no one could have predicted just how powerful the message that day would be. Among those voices was Martin Luther King Jr., a leader who understood that change could not be achieved through anger or violence, but through unity, peace, and a shared dream for a better future. King stood before the crowd and began his speech by acknowledging the harsh reality facing the nation. But then he shifted. His words became more than a reflection of the present. They became a blueprint for the future. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. In these few words, King reminded the world of the promise America had made, the promise of equality. He didn't just speak about the struggles of his time. He spoke to the possibility of what could be. A future where children of all races could walk hand in hand, where freedom and justice would be the foundation of society. This wasn't just a dream for the 1960s. It was a dream for today and for tomorrow. A vision where opportunity is not determined by one's race, but by one's character and potential. But what made King's dream so revolutionary was his unwavering belief that this future could only be built through peace, unity, and love. He urged his followers to resist the temptation of division and anger. We must forever conduct our struggle on the high plane of dignity and discipline. We must not allow our creative protest to degenerate into physical conflict. Dr. King's commitment to nonviolence was at the heart of his dream. He believed in the power of love to overcome hate, of unity to break the chains of division. His dream was not just about changing laws. It was about changing hearts. And while King spoke directly to the realities of Black Americans in 1963, his dream was universal. It was about more than just one group's struggle. It was about the human struggle for dignity and fairness. I have a dream that one day, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. This was not just a dream for the past. It was a dream for the future, a vision of a world where we are all bound together by our shared humanity. The dream is not limited by time or place. It transcends borders, generations, and differences. It reminds us that as long as one person is denied their rights, none of us are truly free. So where are we today? King's dream remains alive, though the journey is not yet complete. We have made progress, but there's still work to be done. The legacy of Dr. King's dream continues to inspire people around the world. Every time we stand up for fairness, every time we reach across divides, we bring the dream closer to reality. The dream is not a distant hope. It's a call to action. Each of us holds the power to make it real, to bring that vision of unity and peace into the world today. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friends." And so we ask you, what are you doing to make the dream a reality? How will you carry forward his message of hope, love, and justice? The dream lives on, but it's up to us to make it a reality. Subscribe to our channel to learn more about the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. and how you can be part of building the future he dreamed of. The dream belongs to all of us. Now let's continue the journey.